안녕하세요. 림베시 싱가포르 남자입니다. 네, 안녕하세요 여러분들. Hi, and here I am in Istanbul in the Milan looking area of Istanbul called Nişantaşı. Take a look. Ooh. The buildings are Italian style because this place used to be the Italian country called Galata. And so, just to continue my story, my misadventures around the world, you guys know that from this video, okay, how I escaped the Chinese mafia and went to Shanghai, right? Now, in Shanghai, I started to explore opportunities, especially around the rural areas going out of Shanghai. Okay, and so I go deeper. I explore deep into the many rural areas around other provinces, and in the spring of I think is it spring of 2005 or 2006? I can't quite remember. That was during the Chinese New Year period where I found myself in a rural area of Henan. And then I was trying to make my way back to Shanghai. And then during that time, I didn't know that I'm going to have the experience of my life being on a zombie train, fighting zombies for 24 hours standing. Okay, yes, zombie train. This is what I mean, literally zombie train. What? Okay, have you guys ever been? If you watch movies about zombies and trains, you know how it is that zombies will crawl in from every hole into the train, from every window. They're piling onto the windows. And they're crawling in. You know those zombie movies, yes? That was exactly what I experienced on that train ride from Henan to Shanghai. Now, what happened is this. During those times, there was no Gaotie, there was no high-speed railway, there's no modern railway in China in those times, in the 2005-2006 period. Okay? And so, therefore, the only kind of train that goes from Henan to Shanghai, there's only one train. And it's what we call 绿皮车 or a green skin train. Yes, green skin. If you have ever played Warhammer 40k, you know green skins are what ox. And indeed it felt that way. 绿皮车, this is how it looks like. During that time, I have no choice, because going from Henan back to Shanghai, there's only this one train, and this train it's a 24 hours ride. I think 25 hours ride back to Shanghai. And you know what? During that period, it was the Chinese New Year period, 春运 period. And during that period, a lot of people are trying to go back to their work in Shanghai. And you know what? The 绿皮车 is the moment I got onto the train, it was hard enough. It was crowded. There were so many people, it's crowded. And you know what? The moment I got into the train, I found that my seat has been taken by other people and luggages everywhere. Basically, the whole cabin was packed. So there was no way to sit at all. You can't even sit on the floor because we're packed like this. So packed, it doesn't matter if your ticket says sit or not. There's just no seat. And you know what? Worse than that, people were throwing in their luggage from the window. So people who could not get ticket back, they run to the railway and throw their luggage into the train from the window and started to crawl in through the windows, really like zombies, like 2 or 3 people, they crawl on each other to get in through the window. So it really felt like a zombie train. Like because they need to stand on top of each other in order to get through the window, so they are really piling onto the windows, just piling and then piling into the windows. So like it was actually scary to look at. Okay, it's crazy. And you know what? That train ride, full standing, I stood for 25 hours. I stood standing. It was hell. There was no air conditioning, there was no food, no luxury, and everybody's cramped and stinky. At that moment, I told myself I'll never ever get myself in a situation like this ever again, man. It was crazy. But yeah, it felt exactly like I was in a zombie holocaust. It's as close as you can get to experiencing a zombie holocaust. The China 中国春运绿皮车, which is crazy. So, have you ever taken, especially my friend Patrick O, if you're watching, have you ever taken the green skin trains during Chinese New Year period in China? I think you can experience that in some parts of India as well. Yeah, and you can still, I think you still can experience the zombie trains in some parts of India. Tell me if you have ever taken a train like this and what's your experience in the comments below. Annyeong!